And we'll see as game number 1 kicks off.
What are you aiming at?
We're on board with Envoy, and honestly, he's been a talent in his own right. One name who, when you talk about top 5 lists, I feel like he's made a name for himself so much.
Surprise, motherfucker.
This year, if you didn't know who he was, you definitely do now.
Absolutely. It's honestly when you...
Nice.
You have the top 5 discussion, the dealer's choice of like, do you care about stats more? Do you care about just the blistering speed and aggression? If it's the latter, you're looking at Alexx and you're looking at Envoy. If it's the former, of course, well, you got people that put up numbers all over the place right now. Now, though, it is the Huntsmen in full force, at least inside the hill, though the Røkkr have done a very nice job of at least potentially flipping the map.
This was a map that we saw Minnesota Røkkr have a lot of success against 𝗙𝗏𝗕𝗦𝗏. If you remember, it was a nail-biting ending. Went all the way to that final hard point. And Minnesota Røkkr able to steal it. Of course, game 5, I believe it was, but...
Let's do this.
For now, it's been in full control of this game.
Wait a minute.
Finally, Minnesota Røkkr get their first few points on board, but keep your eyes on the minimap. It's all about rotations.
Yeah, the important thing right now for 𝗙𝗏𝗘𝗦𝗏, he's already won one big gunfight, but even if he had won the second, you can see Huntsmen just with that close spawn swarmed over, and this is about as good as you could possibly ask for if you're a fan of Chicago. They have full control of, well, the old hill, and now full control of the new one as well. Assault trying to force his way in through the front. You can see, well, all the little minions running in front of him. Formal gives him nothing to work with. Of course, the SMG now in hands of Formal, that little roll swap coming in from Chicago, which so far so good.
Yeah, I was going to say, we didn't even have time to really mention it before the game started, but a little bit of a roll swap there. Formal feeling comfortable at 8-2 as he goes on a 3 streak currently. His teammates slaying out to their best ability. 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏's currently 6-1, Gunless 5-3.
Hello there.
No Chicago Huntsmen right now. This is the absolute perfect start. They're going to get the scrap time here as well. Minnesota Røkkr, you got to wake up, and you have to wake up very soon. You could not allow the Huntsmen to really build this big of a lead. Alexx 1-7, struggling straight off the bat. 𝗙𝗏𝗘𝗦𝗏 not too far behind either at 2-5. Need some increased productivity from those two.
I do love what we saw in the rotation, though, from the Røkkr. It was a tale almost as old as time at this point. Envoy finds a way to sneak through. 4 players from the Røkkr go and take him down. They're making sure they hunt him down. If they don't see him in the past 10 seconds, he's going to be behind you. But obviously, Huntsmen, very nice so far. The Røkkr are going to want to have a very strong hold. And while the Huntsmen trying to push their way through tunnel, they get dealt with by the assault rifle player of Assault. Well, first push.
And this is a good time for Minnesota Røkkr. The first 30 seconds, they get all of it. Going to be crucial to bringing them straight back into this game. Of course, we'll keep our eyes on the minimap for the rotations. Unfortunately, Minnesota Røkkr now spawning out. Chicago will break into the hill and potentially claim the final 25 seconds as their prize, keeping the lead a sizable one. Be well over 75 points when we rotate through. As you can see, Gunless picking up that scrap time. GodRx is right around the corner, though. He may push for the final 5 or 6 seconds. And finally, he wins that fight.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Not going to pick up the scrap time, though. Instead, has to rotate, has to help his team.
And you can see Envoy once again trying to work his way all the way around back, and does have a little bit of teammate support as well. You see Scump might be that leading man into the hill. Of course, though, you have to win the gunfights to be able to secure the break. 10 seconds have gone by, and it looks like the Røkkr just trying to stabilize because the pressure from the Huntsmen on the backside of the spawns is there.
GodRx inside the hill has to challenge Scump. Scump wins the fight. There was a team kill in there as well. Asim actually fell. But for now, Minnesota Røkkr inside the hill. Can they pick up all the time, though? That's the question. Still 30 seconds remains on this hill as Alexx struggles continue. 3-12. Just 20 seconds hill time to his name as well. Billy, of course, fighting from the top stairs. He's not going to have that much success as Formal just jumps inside. Assault luckily to trade, and Minnesota Røkkr's credit, the first 2 hills chance were not pretty whatsoever, but they have fought their way back into game 1.
And this is kind of what I was trying to hint at the start, right? Like, GodRx is a player. He's going to get his. You're not really looking to shut him down. The expectation is he's going to be positive. He's going to have, at worst, a respectable game. Alexx is the player, and Asim is right there next to him. You want to shut down the SMGs, and if they start having slow production, that's going to drag everyone else from the Røkkr behind. Either way, though, despite the very slow start from Alexx, it's not that bad of a game right now for the Røkkr. Yes, they're down by 30 points, and the Huntsmen are in the hill, but based on just the stat lines alone, you'd expect it to be a lot.
I mean, if they can manage to break here and maybe contest that last 20 seconds of time on this hill, Minnesota Røkkr won't be in the worst position. Of course, Huntsmen definitely in the driver's seat, as they have been since the very beginning of this game. Assault will find one, challenges the second, but it's Arcitys that shuts him down. And it seems like in terms of the slaying category, Huntsmen just above and beyond Minnesota Røkkr right now.
And right now, not just the slaying as well. You see 3 players on the bottom left of the minimap, and now you're watching them all swarm from the free cam. Gunless and Arcitys, a former duo who have also returned. Not quite T2P, but solid in their own respect. Have flanked all the way around and try to get these future back spawns. So right now they have, what, a 60-point, 70-point cushion that they've afforded themselves. As long as they play slow and play smarter than rotations, they don't even have to massively outslay anymore. And of course, if they keep the slaying up, it'll be a nice, clean, and easy game for them.
Gunless just looking to see if he can try and find a freebie. Alexx, of course, is not going to be that side on the hill, but the shots come down. Assault's going to have to make a play top third. Unfortunately for him, the flank.
It's time to
GodRx is flanked to flank somewhat. He may be able to find a free double kill. Does so. Formal and Scump both full. You know, there will be one more player around. It's Gunless down low. GodRx finds 3.
Found 3 as well, and he's going to need to get a couple more on this tear, because again, Huntsmen, all the pressure in the world is towards that new hard point. Well, if he's throwing up these trophies here, that means he's ready to play defensively, but while he's doing this, his teammates over actually in the new hard point getting all the...
That was so smart from Assault, instantly able to pinch over towards the hill, but I don't think he's going to realize Formal's going to go for the push as well. He finds the kill. The trades come through. Minnesota Røkkr have the rotation. They were down sizably in the first half of the game, and now all of a sudden it looks as if they're going to get close to tying things up.
She's the one, Cole.
Formal though with the MP5, the new gun, and he's feeling comfortable. He's able to pick up 2, but no one else on his team is able to find literally anything. And you talk about the SMGs for the Røkkr maybe heating up. Asim, you saw him just for a moment. He blisters up to a 5 spree, and the Røkkr, 30 seconds left on this hill, and just look at the Huntsmen, how far away they are. They might have to chalk all
This
up.
is what Minnesota Røkkr do so well. They're a very resilient team. They can be down 60 plus points and it doesn't matter. They somehow, some way claw their way back into games, and they've done it here again. They need to win the gunfights that will follow shortly. Alexx, of course, who started off so slow, hasn't necessarily increased massively, still almost double negative at 10 and 19, but he's being a nuisance now, a nuisance the Huntsmen must deal with, and finally they do. Huntsmen in control.
What the hell?
Pushing for him, though, he does fall. Now you're looking at Alexx to maybe contest the final few moments, because unfortunately for Minnesota Røkkr, they do not have the favorable spawn. It was inevitable that the Huntsmen were going to fly straight back into the hill, but GodRx is still there. He finds 1. Minnesota Røkkr don't want to give up this time whatsoever, and in actual fact, they've won the fight for the scrap. That is a big advantage Minnesota Røkkr now will have. For the Huntsmen, you have to start off strong on this new hill.
A few moments later.
This is fine.
Keep your eyes on the minimap, though. Those rotations going to start coming in very early here from those purple arrows. Minnesota Røkkr gave up a ton of time there, Chance. A lot of time given.
Yeah, the Huntsmen are just going to be, what, 1 or 2 seconds away from closing out the game once it rotates to new. So yes, the Røkkr are there early, but the Huntsmen have, what, another 20, 30 seconds to be able to successfully get this break. So it all comes down to one final hill. Assault's going to be posted up. He already got Envoy, the man behind enemy lines, trying to find the first big kill. Assault, though, is able to shut him down.
Lord! Assault turns and burns. He finds the kill. And Minnesota Røkkr, they played a high-risk, potentially high-reward strategy. They rotate early. For Chicago Huntsmen, they need 2 more points. They're inside the hill. Look at Test comes through. Assault with another double, but Formal flies in now. Hill contested. 𝗙𝗍𝗍 finds 1 as well. GodRx is there, but it's the king. It's Scump inside the hill trying to buy time for his teammates. 𝗙𝗍𝗍 hits a flank. Now it's down to Alexx to potentially reflank another flank. Huntsmen Huntsmen in once again. If you're Minnesota Røkkr, you have to keep contesting. Huntsmen need just one more point. There's the tick. Chicago win game 1.
They ask you how you are, you just have to
Don't miss future uploads. Subscribe.